Hey, what's up everybody? It has now been 16 years since I started the Ben Our Lego channel and made my first video, which was a review of a set very similar to this one. Obviously, if you've gone back and looked at that first video, you'll immediately get that this is indeed very similar. So I'm going to be doing a review today of the Lego Star Wars Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack. 215 pieces. This is set number 75372. And you can see the box there. Obviously, if you remember, these are the 2007 battle packs that these are based off of. They were separate sets, and now they've been combined into one. As a matter of fact, I got this set as part of a gift box that comes with 3 sets, a Walmart exclusive, as a Christmas present, which is exactly how I got this set back in 2009, even though it was an Amazon purchase at the time because it was discontinued. It's the old beat up box for that old set. So you can obviously see the resemblance. And I do still have, I don't have all of the, I didn't pull all the figs out because it's not really necessary, but I do still have the original. It is in kind of rough shape now. I'm missing pieces, especially here on the turret. I'm really missing pieces. So yeah, you can see that I got that. And I'll just set it over to the side for now, because we'll get into this set first. So we'll start with the clone side of things. We have 3 regular Phase 2 clones here. They're all identical. Obviously this is a much newer design, and they actually have helmets, or they have head pieces. They're not just black heads. The helmets have the visor integrated into it, which has been the case for a very long time now. But yeah, a lot of people complain about the helmet holes being above that little spot. I know it's hard to see on this ancient camera, but a lot of people complain about that. I don't think it looks that bad. From the front, I mean, yeah, like I don't know, honestly. I'd be curious to see like a mock-up. I'm sure somebody's made one of what it would look like with it there, but I don't think it's that big of a deal, really. I think it's okay. And then the rest of the body, I think, is pretty good, definitely. No detail at all on the arms, and just a regular old blaster, and that's what these 2 guys have. And then this guy comes with a, this third one here, comes with a old long style rifle, but it has a piece on the end of it. Gives it kind of a unique look. And there's a couple more of those that show up in this set as well. And there's obviously the shock trooper. It has binoculars and a little pistol there. I really like this shock trooper design. I think it's pretty cool. I think it works well with the mold of the helmet. I think in general the colored ones work better with this mold. I'm not like a huge fan of the way that these guys, these plain ones, look with the helmet. I just think the shape is just a little off. But when you add color, it really works. That's the funny thing. I really think that looks good. It's actually also more like the later shock trooper from this design. Now my guy, I put red arms on him at one point, but he has a black band to hold the legs on. And I think it was, I don't remember what the set name was. The one walker that had a couple of these guys, they all had a white band, and this guy does too. So that's kind of interesting. Obviously you can see the evolution in design. In this instance, I would say that probably this guy looks a little better. But I don't know. For me, just the plain helmet design, obviously I'm very nostalgic for that one, but I just kind of like the look of the visor a little better. But obviously it is probably more Clone Wars based now than trying to replicate the movies so much. And it is a more advanced mold probably, but I just, again, I kind of like those older guys. But these ones aren't too bad, especially that shock trooper. So yeah, not bad. And compared obviously to the original set, you do not have like a Commander Cody looking fig. They're just 3 white ones, which I think is honestly preferable, even if it was kind of cool having something unique. So let's get the figs out of the way for now. Comes with a little box here, of course doing this with one hand is fun, but a little box with thermal detonators in it, which is typical. These show up in a bunch of sets nowadays. I have a couple Lego Star Wars sets that I have gotten this year, and pretty much all of them have this exact same design for the thermal detonator. Luckily it's not a sticker, it's a printed piece. If this was a sticker it would be an outrage, but it's not. So just a basic little box is very typical. And then the speeder here, pretty simple design that it has. It is reminiscent of the original, obviously, in a lot of ways. The only part that is like noticeably different, really, I mean the front's a little different, but it's more so the back. This thing really wobbles like crazy. The back on this doesn't really have any like engines that are clearly defined. It just kind of has this slope piece in the back, and then this you can put the guns on. So you can see, but they're fairly similar though. Yeah, this is definitely missing that other piece for this. There should be one there. But this is very stable as it is. It's just flat bottomed. And yeah, you can put the guns here from these guys. You can put them on. Again, the epic old school. I wanted to make this video like I made the first one, but you can put the... set this down for a second. No editing here. That's the fun of this video, is it's just calling back to that original video from 2009. 16 whole years. Technically 2 decades ago. But yeah, you can see the point of that there. So that doesn't look so bad, but then obviously you could put the hands on the handlebar, but yeah, it's basically what you're going for with that. I do like the design here at the front. Again, those are those pieces that are on that gun. It's the same one. And then here, the launchers, they're actually usable. They're not just blasters. They have these things that... let me see if I can... Yep. Cool, it didn't fly off. But yeah, and then you just kind of load them in the front of the thing by pressing in. Again, it's kind of hard to do it with one hand. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. And then the turret is much the same. It just has one of these, but it's actually a unique looking piece. It kind of looks like a gun from like Halo 4 or something. The design of that, I think it's kind of a cool piece. But it's the same thing, just from the top. So again, you can actually shoot the turret this time. A lot more subdued design. The red is only on the sides, and there's no white in this at all. Obviously mine's dilapidated, my original. This all should be that darker red color. I just used what pieces I had because I lost the originals. See, I don't even think that's right either, but this turret's a little different. You can't actually sit a minifigure on it, they just have to stand at it. Versus this one where they can stand, then it's just a blaster on a little piece there. So this is a little more simple, but I really like the even though it's more subdued, I really like these side pieces that they use here. I think those are pretty cool, and having an actual gun that you can fire is an advancement, certainly. I'm just kind of surprised that it's not like a white piece here, or I mean, I think the side pieces look good the way they are, definitely, but it's definitely more subdued colors. And in scale, it's about the same size in terms of scale, just minus that back area where they stand, and it's a little lower, not by much. So that's basically like a comparison with the original. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty good model here relative to that one. The only thing I will say is I'm not a huge fan of the back design here, because just that looks out of place, that color, that piece there, and then the fact that there's no delineation of like what the engine is on this thing. Otherwise, the design is pretty good, especially in the front. Looks pretty nice for sure there, but it is nice and stable, so it doesn't break. Like the only part that this kind of sucks here, that this can just pop off. This piece here, it just pops off like that. which is annoying. But other than that, the back of it won't break like the old one did. So that's the one plus. But anyway, there's also droids. You can see here, little droid army we have going. This guy is just got the arms that, like the original droid arms, and then he has a blaster on his back, like a little backpack type thing, which we'll get into. And then this guy's just a regular old battle droid, old mold, nothing's changed about that. So it's just a battle droid. The super battle droid, I didn't pull my old ones out for this video, but the mold is different. At least it seems to be different. But obviously the arms just as a blaster. They're identical. There's no difference between the sides of the arms. There's just nothing. They're the same thing. If you put them on wrong, they'll look funky. Other than that, yeah, they're identical. And you get 3 of them. So I kind of wish that you'd get another regular battle droid, or maybe even swap one of the super battle droids for one of these guys. But I'll take it. And then you get a stat. I think this is actually my first stat ever. I don't think I ever had one back in the day. And it's a pretty basic design. And basically the intention here is just to have him grab on via those handles, and then he just sits on there, and that's why the blaster's on his back and he's got those arms. So yeah. Pretty cool. Again, it just has that clear base to it, but it looks pretty good, especially on this white surface. Doesn't look so bad. And obviously this is more like a Clone Wars era design. It's not like the original that was all brown and gray. This is got the blue. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And it does use some older pieces, like it has the old lightsaber pieces, and those were like the original blasters that the droids had, actually. And obviously they were used on that old guy there, so kind of cool. But yeah, my first step. And then this guy, the spider droid. And this is a kind of a cool build. It's fairly simplistic, but I mean there's a decent bit of detail in the legs, and then obviously it has flick fire missiles, which were always a mess, but it does have those. And I think it's kind of cool the way that they go in different directions as you turn the thing. And he does rotate. The head of it rotates. This top part pops off, and they used a really interesting piece here. It's really a vibrant piece. I don't know why they chose to put that in there, because you can't see it from the outside at all. There's little holes. I guess they're obscured by the by this thing. There's little holes along the edges of this bottom piece, but you can't see inside it at all. So I don't know why they used that piece, but it's pretty cool looking. You can adjust the legs, but there's really no need to. It's just like this. Stands nice and stable. The legs don't really flex that much. So yeah, that's basically what you get. And it's a pretty good build. This is definitely one to where you could build like a massive mock with, and you'd use all of the parts of the set. You might not use all of the turrets. You could definitely make use of the speeders. All the minifigs would come into play. So, you know, it's definitely a cool set, I would say. It's hard to stand these guys up, though, I tell you what. It always was. This table actually was never great for that. It flexes just enough that the stuff just falls over right away. But, yeah, so but you get the point of the set. It's just a classic battle pack. I would say it's a very good battle pack. Obviously, this set's been available for years. It's almost 2 years old as of making the video. Which, to be fair, when I reviewed that one, it was almost 3 years old, and it wasn't even available anymore. This one's still available. Definitely at Walmart you can still get it, because that's where I got this. In that 3-pack, it's definitely still available. And that's a good deal if you can get it on sale, to get all 3 sets of that. It's not much more expensive than this one. But yeah, I just can't stand these guys up. It's just not happening. Oh, man. Gotta love Lego. Trying to make videos with Lego again. There you go. Alright, so yeah, you can see the set. Kind of put together there in a little battle scene. But, yeah, so it's a pretty cool set, I would say. Definitely relative to the original. I don't think you're losing too much. I think you definitely got more droids. Again, I didn't have that part of that original. I did not have the droid half of it, but the clone part I would say is pretty much on par with the original set. Obviously that's a timeless classic set. But having 3 plain clones I think is definitely fine. And the Shock Trooper is really, really nice. And the builds are good enough, certainly. Good addition for a mock, and if you had a bunch of these, you could probably build something else with some of the pieces. You could definitely use them for accents. But, and that guy already fell over, and another one fell over. But, yeah, and having a bunch of super battle droids, definitely, again, I just feel like if they would have had either just straight up one more regular droid, or one of the super battle droids switched out for a regular droid, that would have been better. But it's hard to complain. So if you can get your hands on these, definitely pick one up. It is a nice little set for a battle pack for sure. Obviously these have gone up in price immensely. I don't even know if this one was 10 bucks when it came out. But it was like 18 years ago, 19 years ago now. So this one, you get it while you can. Definitely, if you're a big Lego Star Wars person, you probably already have this. I didn't. I had definitely thought about getting it previously. But, see, there you go. I finally got the leg to budge. But, again, they're very easy to adjust. So, yep. Always with Lego reviews, you just gotta love it. And this is that classic unedited style. So, that's what I'm going to have to leave it off at, though. I know I made this video kind of long and deliberate, but I just wanted to kind of revisit the old style of making videos and make an old Lego review. Like I say, I do have other sets that I could review. I don't know if anybody would care about that or not. I could definitely do it. But maybe in this style, I don't know. Because it's even harder, because I could put this camera on a tripod if I filmed somewhere else. I just wanted to do it at the original table for this one that I can knock shit over on. But, yep, just wanted to do it. So if you want the other reviews, though, let me know, and I'll post some other Lego reviews here in the next couple weeks. Other than that, I don't know if I'll end up making another video this year, and if not, then Happy New Year, everybody. I'll definitely have some vids coming out in 2026 for sure. And yeah, just have a variety of stuff. I could definitely do Lego reviews. There'll be some whiskey stuff coming up. There will be maybe some gaming videos, you know, just some different things for basically what is going to be year 17 of Benner Lego, which is incredible. So in any event, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of haphazard revisiting of old times in this review. So catch you guys later.